Have you ever wondered how the royal family vacations while the rest of the country grapples with daily struggles? Picture this: a private jet soaring through the azure skies, a luxury yacht anchored in the serene waters of Kefalonia, Greece. Now, imagine the passengers, none other than Prince William and Kate Middleton, along with their children, basking in the glow of this ultra-private getaway. This isn't just any vacation. It's the epitome of opulence, with exclusive sites closed to the public, all for the royal family's enjoyment. It's a world away from the reality for most Brits, where rising bills, NHS strikes, and a cost of living crisis are the order of the day. The royal family, often seen as a symbol of stability and unity, seems to be drifting further from the realities of the people they represent. While the average citizen tries to make ends meet, the royals are off living it up in Greece, a stark contrast that's hard to ignore. But it's not just the grandeur of the vacation that raises eyebrows, it's the mode of travel. A private jet and a luxury yacht, both notorious for their high carbon footprints, are hardly the choice of transportation for those advocating for environmental sustainability. This is the same Prince William, who has often spoken about the importance of combating climate change and preserving the environment for future generations. Yet, his choice of vacation and mode of travel seems to be in stark contrast with his public statements. The extravagant vacation also brings into focus the ongoing austerity measures that have been implemented across the country. While the royals are living a life of luxury, many Brits are struggling to afford basic necessities. It's a stark divide that's hard to reconcile. One can't help but question the optics of such a lavish vacation in the midst of a national crisis. It's not just about the vacation. It's about the message it sends. It's about the widening gap between the royals and the people they are supposed to represent. It's a reminder that for some, the rules of austerity and environmental responsibility don't seem to apply. Remember Prince William's passionate speeches about climate change and public duty? Indeed, he's been quite vocal about these issues. He has spoken on numerous occasions about the importance of environmental sustainability and our collective responsibility to take care of our planet. He's even launched the Earthshot Prize, aiming to solve Earth's biggest environmental problems by 2030. He's also talked earnestly about his duties as a public figure. He's expressed his commitment to serve the people, to use his voice and platform to champion causes that matter. In essence, he's painted a picture of himself as a leader who is not only aware of the world's challenges, but also committed to making a difference. But let's juxtapose these noble intentions with his recent actions. Picture this: a private jet, a luxury yacht, exclusive sites closed to the public. All these were part of his recent vacation in Greece. A vacation that is starkly at odds with the principles he's so frequently preached. Here we have a prince who speaks fervently about reducing carbon emissions, yet chooses to travel in the most carbon-intensive way possible. A prince who talks about public duty, yet opts for a vacation so extravagant it's far removed from the reality of the everyday Brit. Where is the commitment to environmental sustainability when your private jet is pumping out tons of carbon dioxide? Where is the public duty when you're living it up on a luxury yacht while your countrymen grapple with a cost of living crisis? The contrast between Prince William's words and actions is striking, to say the least. It's like a tale of two princes, one who talks about saving the planet and serving the people, and another who doesn't hesitate to indulge in a lifestyle that's anything but sustainable or relatable. And what about the media's role in all of this, you might ask? It's a pertinent question indeed. The media, often touted as the fourth estate, the watchdog of society, has been conspicuously silent about this extravagant royal vacation. One might expect a barrage of headlines criticising the ostentatious display of wealth in the midst of a national crisis. One might anticipate a flurry of opinion pieces questioning the appropriateness of such a trip, given the current state of affairs. One might even foresee a healthy dose of outrage over the stark contrast between the royal lifestyle and the struggles of everyday Brits. But no, none of that is happening. Instead, we're treated to soft, public relations coverage that paints the royal vacation as a perfectly normal occurrence. The narrative spun by the media suggests that it is entirely standard for a future king to live like a billionaire oligarch while preaching austerity to the rest of the country. There's no hint of irony, no whiff of hypocrisy, just a glossy, sanitized picture of royal life. Now let's compare this to the media's treatment of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Despite stepping back from their royal duties and paying their own way, they face constant scrutiny and criticism. Every move they make, every word they say is dissected and analysed to an exhaustive degree. They can't even take a breath without being slammed for it. The contrast between the media's treatment of these two royal couples couldn't be more stark. It's a classic case of double standards, a glaring example of the media's bias and favouritism. The message is clear: certain royals are above criticism, while others are fair game. So where's the outrage, the criticism, the scrutiny that the media so loves to dish out? Why the deafening silence over this royal vacation? The media's silence on this issue is a clear example of the royal double standard. But what message are William and Kate really sending with their actions? The implications of this royal vacation are far-reaching. It's not just about the opulence on display, the private jet, the luxury yacht, or the exclusive locations closed off to the public. It's about the message that is being sent, a message of entitlement, of disregard for the struggles of everyday people. Consider the context. While the average Brit is grappling with rising bills, NHS strikes, and a cost of living crisis, the royals are off gallivanting in Greece. And it isn't just any royal, but the future king himself, a figure who's supposed to embody the spirit of the nation, to represent the people. But does this vacation reflect the experiences of the people? Is it representative of the hard work and sacrifices that many are making to keep their heads above water? No, it is not. Instead, it paints a picture of a royal family that is out of touch with the realities of the people they are supposed to represent. It shows a disregard for the very values that Prince William often preaches about: environmental sustainability, public duty, and perhaps most glaringly, austerity. So what does this say about the modern monarchy? It suggests that there is a disconnect, a widening chasm between the royals and the rest of us. It indicates that the rules that apply to the majority apparently do not apply to them. It sends a signal of an elitist mindset, a belief that they are above the struggles and challenges faced by the everyday Brit. And perhaps most worryingly, it sends a message that they are comfortable with this. Comfortable with the double standards, comfortable with the hypocrisy, comfortable with the distance that separates them from the people they are supposed to represent. The only thing more out of touch than this luxury holiday is pretending they still represent the people. So, what can we conclude from all of this? We've journeyed through the extravagant Greek vacation of Prince William and Kate Middleton, a trip filled with private jets and luxury yachts. All the while, ordinary British citizens grapple with skyrocketing bills, NHS strikes, and a cost of living crisis. The contrast is stark, isn't it? We've revisited the Prince's sermons on climate change, environmental sustainability, and public duty. Yet, these words seem to evaporate in the warm Mediterranean sun. The actions we've seen do not align with the principles he so frequently espouses. It's a dissonance that's hard to ignore. We've highlighted the media's deafening silence on this matter. There's been no outcry, no front-page outrage, no probing questions about the apparent hypocrisy. Instead, there's been a gentle, approving hum, a soft PR lullaby that paints this indulgence as normal for a future king. We've also scrutinised the glaring double standard applied to Prince Harry and Meghan. Despite choosing to step back and pay their own way, they remain under constant, hypercritical scrutiny for every breath they take, every move they make. And finally, we've dissected the message that William and Kate's holiday sends. It's a bold, unapologetic statement that screams, "The rules don't apply to us." It's a proclamation that seems to echo from the sun-soaked cliffs of Kefalonia to the shores of Britain. In the end, it's not just about a royal vacation. It's about the widening chasm between the royals and the people they're supposed to represent. It's about the media's selective silence and the double standards that persist. It's about the audacious message that's being sent. It's clear that when it comes to the royal family, the rules don't seem to apply. This isn't just an observation, it's a call to action. It's a reminder that we, as a society, should hold our leaders to the same standards we set for ourselves. Because, at the end of the day, they're not just royals, they're representatives of the people, and the people deserve better.